Ever since Netflix introduced us to chaos engineering, there have been different tools in different form and shape for running chaos experiments in different platforms. Gremlin was created by the creators of chaos engineering who were part of Netflix earlier, and they created a SaaS offering so that we can run our experiments with much mature and a reliable product. In this particular video, we are going to look at Gremlin and how we can leverage Gremlin for running a simple chaos experiment within an EC2 instance. I'm going to leverage the free tier account in Gremlin, and I'll be using my AWS account to show you how you can run chaos experiments using Gremlin. If you're not aware about what is chaos engineering, I would suggest you to take a look at the what is chaos engineering video. I will leave a link for that in the description below. If you already know what is chaos engineering, let's get started.
Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss any update from Tech Primers.
Before executing the hands-on part, let's look at the architecture at a high level. I'll be using my AWS account, so my application is going to reside within the AWS infrastructure, and I'll be using a VPC and I have a public subnet. So I'm going to create an EC2 instance within the public subnet. Note, this is just a demo. You can use Gremlin for a wide variety of use cases and samples. I'm just going to show you with a basic EC2 example. For this, I'm going to use the Gremlin software as a service product. So it's called as chaos engineering platform because they are providing it as a platform so you can leverage it like a product, which is a SaaS offering. So in order to communicate from our AWS account to the Gremlin SaaS product, we will have to install a Gremlin agent. So this agent is a daemon process which is going to run within your infrastructure, be it containers, be it VMs. In our case, we are going to use a EC2 VM, but if you are using Kubernetes, you can run these agents within your Kubernetes infrastructure and run chaos experiments in them. If you want me to make a video on Kubernetes with chaos engineering, do let me know in the comment section below. Also, Gremlin provides wide variety of scenarios or experiments, so you can choose these scenarios and you can schedule these experiments, look at the results and understand how the system is behaving. All these can be done from the Gremlin dashboard. Let me go to the Gremlin dashboard. I signed up for a free tier account within Gremlin, so I can use at least 2 agents within an AWS account. So I'm going to use only one agent for now. I'll just create a EC2 instance. So let me go to the AWS console. I'll go to EC2. I'll create an EC2 instance where I can install my Gremlin agent. So I'll click on launch instance. In this demo, I'll not be showing you with an example application because it's almost similar to what I'm going to show. So I'll be using Ubuntu image here. So let me select the latest version of Ubuntu. So I'll create an EC2 instance with Ubuntu image. I'll select the free tier eligible account just to keep my cost low. So let me go to next configuration instance. So here, if you notice, I am selecting the default VPC. There is also subnet. If I do not put anything, it just by default selects the subnet, right? And these are all like public subnets which I have. The next one is adding a storage. I don't want to add anything extra. I don't want to add any tags. I can add a tag called name just to EC2 Gremlin example. So this is just for my reference. In the security group, you can define what IP address you want to connect to. For example, if I want to SSH in, I'll just mention that I am going to connect. So I'll just give my IP address. This is my current IP address, so I've just given it my IP. So this is just to make sure my terminal connects to the EC2 instance because I need to install some agents within the EC2. So I want to connect my EC2 instance from my machine. So I'm just giving my IP address and I'm doing a review and launch. So that's it. Let me launch this. I already have an EC2 key pair, so I'm going to retain the same. So let me do a launch instance. This should launch an EC2 instance with Ubuntu image. Going back to the dashboard, you can notice that when you sign up for the account, this is what you see, right? Initially, you will have to create something called as Gremlin team. Here I have created a team called Tech Primers. Within that, when I go to the dashboard, I can see that there are some steps on how to install the agent. So I'm going to install the agent with the same command. So that's why I created a Ubuntu image. So I'm going to use it. If you're using Helm Docker image, you can leverage the corresponding steps which I mentioned here. So I'm going to use the Ubuntu one here within the EC2 instance. Also notice in the dashboard, you have options for scenarios, attacks, schedules, clients, reports, docs, etc. And also there are APIs using which you can trigger these experiments. I'm going to use the dashboard to trigger the experiments. So I'll use the scenarios to create a new scenario and then execute on our host. So before that, let's install the agent so that we can detect our host within the SaaS offering. So if you remember the architecture, we said there is a Gremlin agent which needs to be installed in the EC2 instance, and then that can be accessed by the Gremlin SaaS offering or the Chaos Engineering platform. So we are going to do that now. So let's wait for the EC2 to come up. Meanwhile, I will go and connect to this EC2 instance. So right now the status is initializing. I'll keep the connect command ready. So let me go and click on connect SSH client. I'll copy the SSH command. Let me open the terminal and keep it ready. If I go back to the instance, right now it says running. Let's go back here. Still the status is initializing. So let's wait for a couple of minutes before our EC2 instance comes up. So our status checks have passed. That means my instance is ready to be served. Let me go to the terminal and let me connect to this instance. So I should be able to log in. So yes, I'll just mention yes. Clear. So now that I'm logged in, I'm going to install the agent here. So let me copy the command here and I'll just paste the command. So the first command is to just add a distribution link so that we can download it. So when we do the sudo get, it should get it from the Gremlin repository. So the first command was to set the Gremlin repository. So the second command was to download the key server with our own keys. So I'll be blurring this out. This is nothing but the key. As a part of the video, I will be blurring it for my security reasons. So one of this particular thing is imported. So this basically means my certificates are imported so I can freely install the agent. So let me do a clear. And the next command I'm going to do is installing the client and the daemon. So let me copy this command and let's paste it here. So this will download and install the Gremlin agent within our EC2 instance. You can automate this process into your EC2 instance during the startup or maybe within the AMI itself, whichever is convenient for you. Once we install the Gremlin agent, we should be able to communicate from the Gremlin agent to the Gremlin SaaS offering, similar to what we have mentioned here in this architecture. So once the agent is installed, we need to do something in addition to what we have done earlier. So we need to register the installed Gremlin agent or the control plane with that agent. So I need to add some keys which are required for the agent which is there in the EC2 instance to connect to this particular account. So for that, I'll go to the team settings and I'll copy some keys from here. So these are again personal and specific to the account. So I'll just copy these keys here. So in order to add the key, I can just say Gremlin init. The moment I say Gremlin init, it asks me to input the team ID. So I'll just paste the team ID. And also for secret, I'll just reset my secret. So I'll just say create a new secret. I've copied the secret and I'll just paste it here. So just for security reasons, I did not show the secret, but I have pasted it here. So notice that now it's saying that it's using my IP address, which is this IP address for the Gremlin identifier, and it's using this team ID so that it can connect to the SaaS instance of this particular team. So like I said earlier, we will create a team specific within the Gremlin. So this is the team ID and it's using the team ID from the EC2 instance. So we are just connected. Now we should be able to see this when we go to the host. So within the Gremlin ecosystem, you can create targets. So the targets are where you want to attack. So if you see here, now the target is showing up. So this target is nothing but the EC2 instance we just created. So see that the IP address is matching. So this is our target. Now we can attack the target. So in order to attack, we can provide a different experiment or a scenario in this particular case. So what kind of scenarios are supported in Gremlin? There are a lot of scenarios which are present inside Gremlin. I can choose one from there. So right now I have selected the host which I need to target, which is my EC2 instance. And if I have containers, I'll be shown here. If I have Kubernetes, which is running, I can get that option here. Right now I have EC2 instance, so that's why it's showing under host. I can choose a Gremlin scenario. So for that, I need to just click on here. Since this is going to be a simple example, I'm going to just shut down my EC2 instance. So when I shut down my EC2 instance, or when I reboot my EC2 instance, I'll be able to assess what is the impact of this particular attack on my EC2 instance. Did my application come up, or did it just die after the reboot happened? This will be helpful when you want to test real-time scenarios on how failures happen within your deployment. In my particular example, I am not having any application, so I won't be able to show an application which is failing. However, I'll show you how the EC2 instance is getting rebooted. I'll show you what command Gremlin runs as well behind the scenes. So that way you understand the basics well, so that it will be easy for you to implement within your project. So what am I selecting here? There are different options which you can select from. For example, you can select resource specific attacks, like if you want to attack based on disk space, IO operations, CPUs, memory, etc. I want to do the state-wise attack, so I want to do a shutdown. You can also kill specific processes within that particular host. There is also network or latency specific tests which you can run, which can help you assess the impact if the application is disconnected. So I'll select state and I'll select shutdown. There is a delay in minutes, so I can define how much time should my application wait until I trigger the attack. So this will be triggered based on the configuration for the agent. So this configuration of delay will be sent to the agent. And also finally, reboot on, right, indicates the host should be reboot after the shutting down. So this says, should my EC2 instance come up after it is started? So what if I just shut down, right? I mean, I don't want to bring that application up. So what if I just want to shut down the EC2 and then keep it there? So let's try that. I don't want to reboot, but I will shut down. Maybe I will rerun the experiment again by just enabling the reboot option to show you if it really attacked. Now that's all we need. So we have configured the Gremlin scenario on what action we need to take on that host or the target. Once that is done, we can directly do an attack. So if I click on the run attack, I can schedule when my attack can be done, or I can just run it immediately. Right, let me go to the terminal and then see if so this is the terminal. So when I reboot the instance, this terminal should get disconnected, isn't it? So let's go and do an unleash of Gremlin. This will go and attack my EC2 instance. The only caveat here is it will have a delay of 1 minute, right? So we can go and check what's happening within the EC2 instance. So what I'll do is I'll do a ps-ef and then grep for Gremlin. So this will show what all processes are running behind the scenes. So see this, Gremlin agent was running earlier, but there is a new command which is Gremlin attack shutdown -d, right? So this particular command was triggered based on the attack whatever we have done. So this is how Gremlin runs it. So when I triggered this scenario from the dashboard, the Gremlin agent gets a notification on what it needs to do, and the Gremlin agent executes it in the same machine. So right now it's waiting for 1 minute because I have put a delay of 1 minute. So that's why we were able to see what command this guy runs underneath, right? So right now the EC2 instance is still up, so we are able to see it. We can go to the dashboard here also and then see what's the state right now, right? So it's all up and running. So let the 1 minute time frame window start, and then we can, let's see, let's go to the EC2 and then let's press enter. If you see, it's not responding. So my EC2 instance is not responding. So I think something happened, right? Let's go and check if the EC2 instance is up. See this, my EC2 instance is saying stopping. All right. So our execution worked successfully, our attack worked successfully, and see that the stage also said it was successful. So we were able to attack our EC2 instance based on the scenario whatever we had run. So if you want to run again, you can do a rerun here. Right now my EC2 instance is down, so I won't be able to do anything, right? I mean, if you look at my terminal, this is stuck, and also within the AWS console my instance is stopped. So I'm just going to manually start it for now. Also there is an option for the system log. So just to show you with the system log, what happened here is see that the system was halted, right? I mean, that's the log which we got here, right? Cool. So let me go back to the EC2 instance and let me start the instance, so we can run the reboot command once, right? Instead of running the shutdown, this time what we will do is we'll try to run and then we will start it again. So we will not try to stop the EC2 instance. So we will try to do a restart or the reboot of the EC2 instance and see what happens. So let me go to the scenario and let me go to the dashboard. So we went to the attacks, right? I mean, let's create a new attack, right? So let's do an attack. And if I go to Gremlin, I can choose the state. I'll do a shutdown, and here I'm just going to keep this on. So this will do a reboot, right? Earlier we had switched this reboot off. Now I'm going to keep the reboot on, and then I want to run the experiment immediately. So I can click on this. So everything is ready. Let's see if the EC2 instance is up. If the EC2 instance is up, I think we can go ahead and attack it again. Meanwhile, what I will do, I will also open the monitoring dashboard so that we can see what's happening in the EC2 logs. So let's go to monitoring dashboard, system log.
A few moments later.
So let me refresh now. Hopefully the EC2 should be up. I think the EC2 instance is up. Yep. Let's confirm that by connecting from my terminal. So my instance got connected again. So let's do a clear. Let's check if the Gremlin agent is running. Yep, so the Gremlin agent is running, so we should be able to run our experiment. If you remember, we had everything ready. So we had our shutdown with the reboot. So this time it's just going to reboot. So that's why I have kept the system logs here ready. So if you see, the system logs doesn't have anything right now. So it just says OS version. We're going to reboot, so we can check if the reboot happened using the system logs. So I'm going to run the experiment now. So let's do an unleash Gremlin. So this should wait for 1 minute. Meanwhile, what we can do is we can go to the terminal and then see for ourselves what command got ran. So see here, there is a Gremlin attack shutdown -d, and then there is a 1. So that 1 is nothing but the delay. So after 1 minute, we are going to have the experiment. So see here, I think it's going to start the experiment in few seconds, and it's going to reboot the machine. So let's wait for Gremlin to restart the machine. So my keyboard is not responding, so that basically means I think the attack has got triggered. Let's see what's the health of the host, right now if you look at it, the host is all healthy. That's what this guy says. Let's go to the system log and then do a refresh to see what's happening. See that there was a restart reboot here. This has ended, right? So it confirmed that the attack was successful. So basically the EC2 instance got rebooted. Now if I go to my instances, I should be able to see it running, but it got rebooted. So my EC2 instance stays. However, my application would have got restarted within the same EC2 instance. If I did not have enough checks to bring my application back, then this could expose a threat. So this is how you can leverage Gremlin to run experiments within your EC2 instance. So I'll just summarize again. Initially, we created an EC2 instance. We tried creating an Gremlin agent within the EC2 instance. We installed the Gremlin agent. We started the Gremlin agent. Once we started the Gremlin agent, we registered the Gremlin agent with the control plane of the Gremlin SaaS using the team ID and the secret key. Once it was configured, we were able to look up for the specific host which is there inside our AWS account within the Gremlin SaaS dashboard. Using the dashboard, we created a scenario and we ran that particular scenario on the EC2 instance to kill the EC2 instance initially, which had shut down the EC2 instance. Later, we ran another experiment to reboot the EC2 instance. This is how you can run chaos experiments using Gremlin. If you want to look at the other scenarios which are present, do hit the scenarios option here, and then there are a lot of scenarios which are recommended, which you can reuse from the existing scenario list. I hope you were able to relate this to the chaos engineering theory which we had seen few years ago. Earlier, I also made a video on chaos engineering using Chaos Toolkit. This particular video is specific to Gremlin. If you want me to make any specific video of Gremlin on Kubernetes or maybe on containers, do let me know in the comment section below. As always, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. Meet you again in the next video. Thank you very much.